Alright guys, today is the day we pick up the old E30. John did a hell of a job. So we'll start with the fender exit exhaust.
Minty minty.
And then here is the rest of it. So we got our turbo exhaust right down to there. We got our O2 bung. And then we mid-mounted the intercooler. So it's right there. It's not a bottom mount, it doesn't go way down there. So it's a shorter run. Might help spool time slightly, we'll see. I need to get couplers. These are all just his like test couplers. So we get a tight radius 90, a straight, and a straight. These need to be a little bit longer.
What do you got over here too?
So we decided to come straight off the throttle body, weld it straight to it, but come way out here for ease of access in there. I think it made things nicer. Like, look, starter. Like,
yeah,
it should be pretty
still
sweet.
way more serviceable this way.
Yeah,
we got a cool shiny piece of tank.
Yeah, we got our
that might
expansion tank slash.
That might be turbo related, but I would.
So, did he put a small one down there? Oh, he put it the same size. Oh no, he didn't. Uh-oh. We have slight issue.
Huh.
Just the size of the thing on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
But we'll talk to him about it.
But intercooler, you can see. Oh yeah. That's modest.
Yeah, we just cut the ends off and just welded the piping straight to it. So we put it on and off. The coupler's just right here. So it makes it clean and easier, and just, you know, just less couplers in general. So yeah, but let's get her loaded up, get her back to the shop, and rip it all back out again.
VIE.
V. Okay. All right, guys, we are back at the shop. Car's in the bay. It was a little bit of an adventurous trip. Trans did some weird stuff in the truck on the way down there on the highway. John's shop's like less than 10 minutes away. The rear wheels just locked up on the highway, and then we only had first gear. We went to Zach's and checked it out and ran some codes. Only codes really got were ratio issues, like first gear ratio, third gear ratio, second gear ratio. So I don't know. Aaron thinks it's mechanical and it's toast. I have a feeling that it's electrical and very confused, and some solenoids are messed up. So we're not gonna be working on that right now. I'm gonna work on it today though, so I think this might be 2 videos. Working on the truck isn't in this video. It's gonna be in the truck maintenance video, so stay tuned for that one, and we'll be right back with E30 content. All right, guys, back to the E30 video. Car's in the shop. We got Angel from the Gambler who's coming to hang out. He purchased an E30 from me today, and then he was like, wait, how much is to store it? So that saved us some time because we don't have to dig it out. So, and he said he's gonna hang out. First things first, I don't know, it's about 2 something-ish. We're gonna get the engine ripped out and get this cleaned up. So we moved the truck, so we got some space to power wash out there. And yeah, let's see how easy this comes apart. We'll have Hamish set up a time-lapsing device, and we'll go from there. I feel like we can get this out in 30 minutes. Time-lapse is set up. We've got a phone. I see a phone. I just wanna, so we know exactly how long this time-lapse is. It is 2:24. Kind of read with Hamish's funky background. But car is still complete and not on the lift yet. And here we go. All right guys, engine out, car outside. Power washing about to begin. I never cleaned any of this from the top. When I did the bottom undercoating, I got a little bit of the side stuff, but never got anything up here. As you can see, just all the caked on from however many years of field sitting. So let's see how clean we can get it. All right, guys, got done power washing. Went and bought some paint. I also bought some parts that'll get installed tomorrow on the car. But if you guys noticed, Zach was not at the Rambler with us this weekend.
Not.
What were you doing, Zach?
Roger and I were driving from New York to LA at the top of the speed limit to see how fast we could go as quickly from New York to LA. Some people may know, I'm sure a lot of people do. They call it a Cannonball. So we left Red Ball Garage at 9 p.m. and we showed up at the Portofino at 3:13 in the morning. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of effort. Oh, there's a lot going on over there. We did a rental Challenger. So we called it the poor man's Cannonball.
There you go.
It was fun though.
So they rented a car and did a Cannonball. Did it in 33 hours. So not bad for their first try in a car that they knew nothing about. And no tickets, no cops. A success. But anyway, he decided to come hang out. So he's here. Oh, it does burn house. Oh, there's like an LS swapped Colorado right there. It's kind of cool. You guys are really foggy. Let me work on that a little bit. But anyway, engine bay is pretty clean. So I'm not going to work too hard on making this perfect in here. We're just going to pretty much make everything black. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So Hamish is doing other stuff, so I'm just going to spray it and come back and you'll see it. All right, guys, it's getting dark. We're getting shit done though.
Maybe.
We painted the bay. We've decided to make a change for the power plant though. So I'll introduce you guys to the Hamish Power.
Flintstones thing.
But in all actuality, he's working on brake lines. He did this pretty much exact same thing in his E30. So I'm trusting him more than I'm trusting me.
As you shouldn't. Does that look square to you?
Yeah, it looks good.
We'll go with that.
It just doesn't have to be that tight though. Like I was
Yeah.
saying, that's a
No,
lot
I
of
go
time.
around a little bit and then you tighten it.
But it's just like
Yeah.
an eighth turn at a time.
If that.
He knows. All right. I painted everything black. It is not perfect, but it is more than serviceable. I really like all this stuff being black in the front. It kind of makes
nice.
everything disappear. And yeah, Kylan's here.
Yeah.
I'm mounting some tires on his Stance Boy stuff because he does this to it in like 2 months. But make it happen. This is the goal for today, is just get this done. So
Feeling alright?
I think we're gonna make it happen. I'm definitely gonna jump in, get these tires mounted up, and then jump in. I don't want Hamish to live here.
Did you work on truck stuff?
I'm putting it back together.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'll probably do that later. Other video though. Don't worry about truck stuff. All right, guys, we're back. It's getting dark, but we're here. Hamish has successfully, I think, gotten us rear brakes.
Maybe.
Well-
Successfully. We'll find out when there's fluid in there.
You know what I just realized?
Mm.
I have way more on the list today than just this.
Do you?
Because I have the brakes.
Oh yeah, you gotta do the brake calipers and all that.
Yeah, and the rotors.
Yeah.
So once we get this done and push it back inside, I will I'll do some more stuff. But yeah. This is moving. This will work.
Get me. I like how the brake lines don't go in square, but the science is there.
They look square.
This one is like...
No, because that was right after a bend.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I had to bend it out to get the spool to work, and then bend it back. But I also don't want to go too tight, you know. That's probably plenty.
Yeah, it's kind of in a bad spot, but I think we can, when we do the fuel, we can put it back in the right spot.
Yeah, and then this is ready to go, like here. That doesn't look terrible.
Huh. Those are tight. Feels like a brake.
Yeah, it's tight as I want to go with it.
All right, guys. Car back on the lift. Everybody left. Think Hamish might come back and finish the brake lines tonight. Those are the two front hard lines. I'm gonna move on to pulling the wheels off and getting calipers on. So we'll see how that goes. Those are our calipers, all painted red, and then we got Hawk pads for them. So we should be good to go. The only issue that we got is the front wheels don't have calipers on them already, or the front knuckles, so I don't have bolts. So I'll have to find some bolts. But besides that, we should be good. I'm gonna start with the rear because it'll be easier. Maybe build some motivation. Definitely a little bum with the broken truck. I was gonna put it back together today, but I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to put that back together. Wait till I have sunlight again. So anyway, bam. Gonna do this now. All right, guys. First wheel done. New caliper, new pads, new stainless line, and then I just touched up the hub a little bit. Got a little bit on the rotor, but they got quite a bit of rust in it. It needs to come off, so not a big deal. I'm gonna throw the wheel back on and see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Oh, we did do our wheel here. Got some white stuff on it, but yeah, a little hint of red in there. Obviously the rusty rotor will clean itself up once we get some drive in, but yeah, I think we're starting to get there. I'm gonna knock the other side out. Don't think I need to show you the other one, and then we'll move on to the front. All right, I got a little bit slower there for a bit. I talked to my wife for about the last hour while I was working. Definitely wasn't the best for productivity. I still got some stuff done, but it was nice to talk to her. Because I've been working so much on this damn car late. A lot of times when I get home, she's already asleep. So that was cool. But here's the front. I think it looks pretty good. Touched up that again, red caliper. For this one, it wasn't painted, so I'm not going to paint it. But we got our braided line in. We don't have our hard line on this side yet, so I'm going to work on getting that in there. Let's see, can we have a flash? Oh, we got a flash. Yeah, I just got it bolted up. And so we did some cutting in here to make the exhaust work. I'm going to work on hammering that a little bit flatter, and then also out here John cut a circular hole, but the way the exhaust comes out, it'd be better if it was an oval. So I'm going to see what I can do to make that an oval. I don't think I have any of the correct tools, so let's see what I can do. It actually works surprisingly well. Yeah, it's a little bit wonky up there, but let me grab the pipe real quick and show you what it looks like in there. Well, actually, there's this in here. I think I just showed. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit, make the pipe fit a little bit easier, and then we'll go from there. That's a little bit better in there. We're gonna clean that all up and then put seam sealer in there, and I'll undercoat it again, so it'll look all right when it's done. And it gets covered mostly by the exhaust. But here, let's see what we can do with that. So we take this piece and we just stick her on in, and then right out there, and it should sit something like that. So I don't know if you guys can get a good look at it that way, but I think it's gonna be pretty fucking sick. Just slightly sticking past the paint, just just sticking out right there, shooting big fireballs. It's gonna be sweet. But anyway, I'm gonna get that back out of there. I'm gonna do the front caliper on the other side, and then
I'll put the hard lines in, and about then I think Hamish will be back, and we can tie up the rest of the lines, and then that will actually be everything that was on the list for today. So even with the truck stuff, we'll still be on the schedule that I made. Tomorrow, I think it's gonna be a hard day though, so we will see. All right, guys. So I just fucked with Hamish. It was pretty good. But anyway, he's back, and I got the hard lines situated. So we have a mess over there of lines. They're like doop, doop, doop. They're everywhere. But we're gonna turn all those into a T, and it's gonna be glorious.
I'm here to ensure they leak.
Please don't. I just painted it.
I'm gonna try not to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I got this one all in and tightened. I didn't have a clip for this side. I don't know if I'll find one or not. I don't think it really matters. But I do have a clip for this side though. So while he climbs in and starts figuring out our T, I'm gonna probably help him with that. I'm gonna knock this out real quick, and yeah, we'll do some cutting and make it happen. Look at that technique.
That leg up.
Just all putting his feet all over our beautifully painted shit.
My bad, guy.
He's just, you know.
Okay, the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comfy seating here.
All right, we'll be back. What's happening, Hamish?
I be tightening it. It's a T. I measured once and cut once, and so I'm having a little bit of fitment issue on this top one. But I figure as I tighten it, it'll bend itself to fit, because it's there, you know.
Is there room for the other one to come up?
They're all in it.
Is there room for the other one to come up? Because that's not going to be able to go down anymore.
Oh yeah, there's room for them to come up.
Because your back, like that other fitting up top, is already really angry.
Yeah, no, we're chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
For sure. Don't worry about it. No more looking. Yep, just the turns of death.
Yeah, so he's got about that figured out. I think all we're gonna do for tonight is just pour brake fluid in it, just make sure there's no leaks right there. Yeah, I've been looking at the engine and looking through boxes and stuff. So we're gonna adapt from the oil filter housing for the oil cooler to these. I believe these are -10 AN lines that go to an oil cooler. So I'll just get an adapter that goes into there, that same thread as that, and then has -10 on the outside. Do we talk about the turbo? I feel like we didn't talk about the turbo. Let's talk about the turbo. If we did, Hamish cut it out.
Got you.
So here is going to be where the oil feed goes in. So we need a fitting for there, and we need a fitting for the. Can't really see in there. Let me tilt it up. For the coolant, we're going to run coolant in to this turbo. And yeah, I think it's gonna be good. So we can get all that stuff on track. And then what else do we got? Oh, back here. So, oh, actually I'll show you up here. So tomorrow's the big day, the long day. So this engine that isn't running is
and it has never ran.
it has never ran for us. Is going to run tomorrow, hopefully. So you get a fuel rail in it. The car needs an entire fuel system. We need spark plugs. We need spark plug wires. We need to get the engine harness on the engine. We need to finalize the cooling system. Over here, this was a 84 318, so the battery was right there. Obviously, this is where our exhaust goes now. So we do the relocation. So we pulled the wire out of another E30 that we scrapped, so we have the wire to go. I think maybe when I'm at on track, I'll also get a battery box for it, because I don't really want to put it down in that hole. I'm thinking somewhere like right about there with like a battery cutoff would be great. And yeah, I just had trouble closing this. There we go, I figured it out. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot to do tomorrow. I would really like to make it run. We also got to get our K-Data ECU in with our wideband. I think we need to wire in an air intake temperature sensor. Maybe a couple other things. But I'm really hoping we stay late, we get it done. But the car has received its first sticker. And it's shout out to Greg at Boost Monkey. He's the shit. So if you guys need any, let's go look at his website. See if you need anything there. He's got a lot of stuff. It's just boostmonkey.com. But yeah, Hamish is just about done here.
Dude, actually, you have to install this T in a very specific way, because of the way the brake lines are all twisted together and stuff. It's very OEM, very good. You must put on the bottom one, and then the top one, and then the side one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why in that order?
Just because they don't go together in any other order. I tried them all.
So is the top all tightened?
No, none of it's tightened yet.
So
But
what-
I just bent out the bottom more so it can give more height.
Ah.
And that's why I found that out.
We'll bring you guys back when it's all tightened and we are pouring fluid in, and we'll see if we're successful or be like, fuck this shit and burn it to the ground.
No, it's still bubbling though. Like it was bubbling every so often. Actually, not every so often, like every pedal pump.
Oh, it took about an inch of it down.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it's at the max.
I can put this in, it won't like overflow.
No fluid yet, but I'm not convinced.
Yeah, these things always confuse me, like how they do that, because almost all of them look like that. And it's like, do they like get like water in there then because of that?
Like, why are they there?
Or is it like sealed? Well, I know that's the float for the sensor.
Oh. So I thought that was the float to tell you if water got in there, because then the level would rise.
Alright.
What?
It's interesting. Thoughts?
That makes a lot more sense though. Being there's a sensor and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you'd get the brake light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like low brake fluid.
Yeah, I was thinking of like too much brake fluid. You know, every driver's worry.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think we're gonna call it on that front.
In this gorgeous bay.
Painted it blackish.
Yeah.
Painted some more black.
That's Rolling Stones, isn't it? No, painted black.
Painted black.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're moving. A little bummed about the broken truck. Stay tuned for that video. Maybe it'll be fixed soon. Maybe it won't. We'll see. But this late. Thanks for watching. See you bright and early tomorrow, and appreciate the support.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.